Country superstar Carrie Underwood has spent most of her career avoiding political talk, but she's set to perform at the upcoming inauguration. She said in a statement that she's doing it because the country must come together in the spirit of unity and look to the future. And lots of her fans aren't thrilled about it, but lots of her fans are.
I don't understand how you say you love your country at the same time as you normalize this convicted felon, which I can say now every day.
A lot of my family voted for Trump. They love the country and vote for him. I think that people make these decisions for a lot of reasons.
Okay, fine. And I would not be the person to say don't do it, because I believe in free speech and everything about it. I personally would not do it. No one's asked me, but that's another story.
I would love for you to do a roast at the Trump inauguration.
And it's not for a record-breaking tour or another chart.
The country superstar Carrie Underwood is taking The View to task in a way we've never seen.
Tracking a $1 billion defamation lawsuit against The View. And the drama...
High. $800 million high. That's right. Carrie is suing the
harmless segment on the daytime talk show has now spiraled into a full-blown...
for defamation. And the backlash. Oh, it's intense. Fans are
that you would do it. One, fair and square. Is it so unreasonable, but somebody would...
The View hosts are reportedly pleading with Carrie to drop the lawsuit. Yeah.
It's a great opportunity. It's super cool, and it's a lifetime experience. He's also going to be president for 4 years.
Well, it started when Carrie Underwood decided to perform at Donald...
You know the words, help me out here. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, God shed his grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
You got involved, they didn't hold back, throwing some
that the co-hosts, particularly Hostin and Behar,
Carrie didn't just take it lying down. Before we get into the juicy details,
$1 million figure, while staggering, is said to reflect the potential loss of income, endorsements.
Subscribe? Amazing. Let's dive right in. Let's set the stage.
Hard time, me too.
Yeah.
I work for a living. If I had all the money in the world...
Inauguration. The internet. Oh, it explodes. Some fans call it...
Carrie Underwood will take the stage at Trump's inauguration singing America the Beautiful. She said to the Post, "I love our country and I'm honored to have been asked to sing at the inauguration and to be a small part of this historic event. I am humbled to answer the call at a time when we must all come together in the spirit of unity and looking to the future." Well, that wasn't good enough for the tolerant left, of course, who is outraged over Carrie being outed as MAGA. X is blowing up with jokes about how she should sing her hit song Before He Cheats. Some are calling for her to be boycotted and canceled. John Rich weighed in, saying there are several top-tier country artists who support Trump, and I wish they'd finally have the balls to come forward and be counted. Ain't nothing outlaw about keeping your mouth shut to appease the record label. Carrie Underwood is making you look like a bunch of sissy boys. Carrie is talented, she is graceful, she is a class act, she has great legs, not that it matters, but she is everything that the tolerant left is not.
The war zone. The hashtags are flying. Some in support, others calling for boycott.
The accusations don't linger in the public consciousness any longer than necessary. This isn't just about money for
Just criticize Carrie. They go in hard.
No, I wouldn't do it, even though I can't sing.
You would not sing?
No, I would not. I would not.
Public figures can't just be dragged through the mud without consequences. Meanwhile, the
normalize somebody who was a convicted felon who really wants to destroy the country, in my opinion.
Underwood's last-minute a cappella performance, so stunningly...
Which I can say now...
Joy questions Carrie's patriotism, suggesting her performance...
An event of that magnitude and have such a malfunction and be able to handle it.
About it, I think art is art, and you know, you have a right to perform.
Beautiful that moment was. What made it even more beautiful was the fact that for a brief moment. And
Not been asked, but if I were asked, it would be a hard no.
Sunny doubles down, saying she'd never
we're together in that moment, singing the same song, supporting the singer, the artist.
say that. Critics are shocked. Fans are furious.
Even more beautiful than her angelic voice.
For now. But here's the thing. While Joy and Sunny are busy stirring the pot,
Of a moment of togetherness, because you just don't see it that often anymore.
claps back. She claps hard. Carrie files a $800 million
Multiple controversies this year, is reportedly furious about the lawsuit.
up. $800 million. She accuses them of spreading lies that have
Allegedly dismissed the case as another celebrity tantrum. But as news of the
defamation. Now, the tables are turned, and The View is scrambling.
journalists applauding her decision to stand up against what they see as unchecked media bias.
Before it destroys their credibility. But Carrie, she's not budging.
Increasingly polarizing content. Critics argue that the show has abandoned its original mission of fostering
Media giants accountable for their words. Social media, as you'd expect, goes wild.
succeeds, it could set a precedent that forces not just The View, but
And Sunny Hostin. One viral tweet sums it up perfectly. Carrie
as expected, is ablaze with reactions. Hashtags like #Carrie
media culture. Absolute queen.
Well, they wouldn't ask me, so I have nothing to say.
The View to drag her name through the mud like this is disgusting. I hope she takes a legal battle. It's a potential
You know, people do what they do for whatever reasons. It's like
fallout alone could be catastrophic, not to mention the damage to the show's credibility.
Memes flood the internet. One shows Carrie looking calm and composed with the caption,
As Carrie Underwood's lawsuit gains traction, the tension surrounding The View is reaching a fever.
"When you realize you messed with the wrong one." Ouch. Critics of The View argue
Scrambling to manage the fallout and avoid what could be a devastating financial and reputational
narratives instead of fostering meaningful dialogue. Even longtime viewers are questioning
investigations into the show's practices, with some higher-ups questioning whether the co-hosts
Insiders are saying that ABC executives are panicking behind the scenes.
calling the lawsuit one of the most significant defamation cases of the decade, noting that it could
The storm. Could this be the beginning of the end for The View's most controversial host?
just about The View, said a prominent media lawyer. If Carrie Underwood wins, it could set a legal precedent.
From The View, arguing that their comments about Carrie were more about personal attacks than
Public figures. It could fundamentally change how shows like this operate. The state
is reportedly staying quiet this time. Insiders claim she's been
defamatory comments. According to insiders, Hostin is privately expressing concern about how this law.
Carrie isn't just defending her name. She's sending a message to all media.
Sunny knows this could get ugly, said one insider. If this goes in a way
Consequences. Honestly, it's a bold move, and fans are here for it.
is reportedly taking a more cavalier approach, but even relief, another
Be held accountable for their words. Where do we draw the line between criticism and defamation? For The View,
one is going to be held accountable. Meanwhile, fans and critics alike are rallying.
it could set a precedent that changes how media platforms handle public figures. And for
Media. This isn't just about Carrie Underwood. One supporter posted on social.
one thing is for sure. This isn't just about Carrie Underwood anymore. It's about media
Enough is enough. The sentiment is echoed by many who feel that
for themselves. All right, folks. Now it's your turn. Do you think Carrie Underwood
View over meaningful discourse. Carrie Underwood herself has remained a picture of
about The View? Is this the wake-up call they desperately need? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.
speak volumes. She's reportedly focusing on her family and her career, refusing to let the controversy.
These are such vile comments, but they are exactly what The View's audience loves.
Said a close friend. She's not doing this for attention or revenge. She's doing this because she believes in
Another now. This is loving and tolerant rhetoric the left uses, which they
scrutiny. Sponsors are reportedly reconsidering their partnerships with the show, worried about being associated
helps to stoke political and social tension.
And you need to defend yourself all the time.
plummeting further as viewers grow weary of the show's polarizing content. For a program that
Court now, because they accuse me of doing stuff that
harsh wake-up call. Some industry insiders believe that this could mark the beginning of the end for The View.
not allow that. I will fight till the end because I don't want that they damage my reputation.
Dramatic, one media analyst explained. If this lawsuit goes the way Carrie Underwood wants it to, but Melania Trump just reminded them that even they can't escape consequences. And the fallout? Underwood's resolve remains unshaken. Her legal team is reportedly preparing for a trial suit filed by none other than the former First Lady herself. If this doesn't shake the foundations of the controversial segment and statements from witnesses, is said to be apparently Sunny, never one to shy away from her sharp-tongued rants, made some very bold and alleged find themselves facing the full weight of the legal system that strayed far from her usual hot takes and veered into what some are calling has been radio silent since news of her exit broke. Usually quick to profile post-White House, wasn't having it. She hit back with a lawsuit that's reportedly worth more than some cable networks' entire annual. Is she lawyering up, negotiating a settlement, or just trying to avoid adding fuel to the fun knockout punch? Now, Sunny is known for her fiery commentary, but sources close. And let's talk about Melania for a moment because this move is a total. Legal experts chimed in saying Melania's lawsuit has serious